Hi everyone, we're going to make a marble maze today in a shoebox or in the lid of a shoebox. Here's the one that I made. I have my marble. It's actually a bead, but it's a very round bead. I couldn't find a marble. So it starts down here and I tilt it and I want it to go past the dinosaur. I want it to go around, down, and ultimately through my winning hole. I also put a trap door here, and you could put one anywhere that you think someone might get stuck, so they would lose that round. So I will use popsicle sticks, I use some pipe cleaners because I had some, bottle caps, an old toy, and some old blocks that I had. So let's see how you can make this at home. Here's the lid from a shoebox, and I'm going to write on one end, start, and on the other end, end, and that's where I'm going to put a little hole so it can get out, the marble can get out. Now, if you want, you can take a pencil and lightly draw a good way for a person to actually make it out. You can also improvise and just keep going and making it work. If you do make a light line on how a person is supposed to go, do erase it so that the person who's playing your game doesn't see that secret. Okay, so I'm using popsicle sticks and I have a wire clippers. This actually is meant to cut wires, but it will cut this skinny wood. If you have a cardboard scissor, it might work for you. I'm cutting off the round edges so these can fit together better. So I just snip them off. I'm going to do a few of them. And I can cut them also in half so that I can use them for different things. Oh, didn't get a good edge there. I'll cut it twice. There we go. What else you can use is straws. Those are a good way to make the walls of your marble maze if you have straws at home. Another way to do it is if you have laundry clips. You can use them as they are, or you can take them apart like that, and then that can be your wall of your marble maze. Okay, so I'm going to get started. I have my hot glue gun, but this can also be made, it's a little harder, with regular Elmer's glue. You just need to make the little puddle for the glue, and when it's all done, let it sit for a while before you try and play it. The good thing about a hot glue gun is you can pretty much play right away. So I'm going to start right at where I'm going to have my start. I'm going to make a line of glue, and then I'm going to put my first wall. So the marble has to go that way. And then maybe I'll make a barrier wall here, make another line of glue, and make a barrier wall. So the marble will have to go up and around. Then if I want it to have to come back down, I'll make it a little shorter and have it go back around and then have to come back here. The more complicated you make it, really the more fun it is to play. So if you just make a very direct line to the exit, it's not as fun. So my marble's going to have to go here and here, and I want to keep making it zig and zag. Just like any other maze, you want to make it a little hard to tell where you're supposed to go. And maybe when I get up here, I'm gonna have more than one place for it to go. One way, and maybe another way. Of course, this is a dead end, and you want to make a lot of dead ends. And if you can, you want to make them look like they're a good way to go, but they're not. They're a dead end. So I'm going to have my good way over this way. So I'm going to snip my popsicle stick and have it go here. And then the marble wants to come back out here. Now, before you get to the good end where you can put all kinds of exclamation points and stars, you probably want to have a trap door of some kind. It could even be in the middle because the ball can go around it, but it could also fall through, and those are fun to do. When you cut your end, you're going to need to use a heavy-duty scissor. I'm going to cut a trap door, and it can be hard to get through all those layers, so you might want to have a grown-up help you with that. Make sure that any trap door or your good hole are big enough for the marble. And check that. So now I have a trap door. I'm just not sure that it's big enough for my marble. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Even use my clippers to pull out the cardboard. Okay, I think it's big enough for my marble now. Now you can add things like a cap to make it go around. Need more glue. Okay. And maybe you want to add a block or dinosaur toy or tiger. Just make sure there is one way to get out, and have there be a lot of fake ways to get out that you get stuck. And that's what makes a marble maze fun. So have a great time, and I hope I get to see what you made.